Some cars burst onto the scene, but a few explode into a new era of performance and redefine what speed actually feels like. That machine is the Tesla Model S Plaid, the electric sedan that didn't just challenge expectations, it obliterated them. When new, this car's price lands around $104,990 USD before incentives and options, putting it in the territory of serious performance machines. But what it delivers for that money isn't just speed, it's a completely different driving experience. At the heart of the Plaid are 3 electric motors, 1 on the front and 2 at the rear, working in perfect synergy to send power to all 4 wheels with precision that feels almost artificial in its intelligence. Combined output is north of 1,020 horsepower, and yes, those aren't marketing numbers. They translate to real-world acceleration that feels like being snapped forward by a rubber band pulled too tight. Official figures show 0-60 mph in the low 2-second range, but in everyday driving, that instant torque, available the moment your foot touches the pedal, feels like teleportation. But here's the twist. The Plaid isn't just about the launch. Electric propulsion would be impressive on its own, but Tesla engineered the entire car around that powertrain. The battery pack sits low in the floor, creating a center of gravity that transforms this big sedan into a surprisingly agile animal. Steering is sharp, roll is minimal, and the stability at speed is almost surgical. The aerodynamic profile isn't just for looks. The front fascia, the sleek roofline, and that subtle rear spoiler all work together to minimize drag and maximize efficiency. Part of why this car can achieve over 300 miles on a full charge, even while delivering supercar levels of acceleration. Inside, the experience is equally radical. The cabin feels like a spaceship more than a traditional sedan. A massive horizontal touchscreen dominates the dash, but it does more than just play media. It controls suspension settings, regenerative braking behavior, performance data, and even track timers. The seats are comfortable yet supportive, and Tesla's minimalist, buttonless interior gives the sense that the car is less about distraction and more about interaction. Range anxiety. The Plaid turns that into a joke. With fast charging infrastructure expanding daily, it's possible to add 200+ miles of range in roughly 15-20 minutes at a high-power station. What once felt like a compromise for electric cars now feels like convenience. Let's talk heat, because when you push the Plaid hard like highway on-ramp meets drag strip hard, the thermal management systems kick in with aplomb. Battery temperature is carefully regulated, motors stay cool, and drivers can exploit performance without worrying about overheating. That's a level of engineering balance few internal combustion machines manage without track modifications. Tuning culture around the Plaid is just beginning. Unlike turbocharged beasts where bolt-ons unlock power surges, the Plaid's architecture means performance upgrades are often software-driven. Custom firmware tweaks, traction control maps, and launch control adjustments can dramatically change how the car behaves under acceleration. Some owners are already seeing sub-2-second 0-60 runs in real traffic, with quarter-mile times flirting with the 9-second zone, numbers previously reserved for full-on drag cars. But electric performance isn't just raw acceleration, it's repeatable acceleration. Drag a gas supercar down the strip once and let it cool down. The Plaid. Do it again and again with minimal fade, because electric motors don't overheat in the same way. That predictability changes how drivers approach performance driving. There's also the intangible side, the silence. No roaring V8, no turbo whistle, no shifting drama, just pure motion. When the Tesla moves, it feels predestined, like the physics of velocity were calculated before the car even existed. There's an elegance to it, a sense that speed is unfolding rather than being forced. Of course, the Model S Plaid isn't perfect. Its steering feel isn't as tactile as some purpose-built sports cars, and driving enthusiasts who crave analog feedback might miss some engagement. The ride can be firm, especially on performance tires, and that massive touchscreen isn't for everyone. But in exchange, you get something rare, a machine that bridges daily usability with blistering performance in ways few cars ever have. This isn't just a sedan that can out-accelerate a hypercar. It's a manifesto on what performance looks like when powered by electrons instead of explosions. The real question now isn't whether electric cars can be fast. It's how quickly the rest of the automotive world will catch up to a vehicle that sprinted past the competition while rewriting the playbook.